Welcome! Today's game is the demo of Pieces Left Behind. This is a new release on the 7th of May 2025, and the full release will be on the 16th of May. This is from PULSUSBYTE Studios. So this is a narrative-driven experience, basically. After her passing, a grandmother's home holds decades of untold memories. Step into a heartfelt narrative journey through objects, voice acting, and beautifully crafted environments. And here's a snapshot of a whole bunch of other information about the game if you'd like to have a quick little read. Okay, let's hop into it and have a look at the settings. Lovely, camera sensitivity, we'll bring that down a little bit already. Full screen's on. I'll go high. Okay, that looks everything's set up high. I'm guessing language obviously on English. Wonderful. Okay, let's head in. So this is about 40 minutes worth of storyline. Okay. Some sound bites and blotted ink images. Watercolour paintings almost, I'd say. Yeah, it works pretty cool.
Hey Dad, can I give you a call back? I'm just heading into a...
Meredith, honey, you might want to step out for a minute.
Oh. Yeah, they're just getting the news.
Dad? What's wrong?
It's Grandma Peggy. She passed away last night.
What? No. That can't. I just talked to her last week.
I called her this morning like I always do, but she didn't answer. So I asked Sarah to check on her. When Sarah went over, she found that Grandma had passed away in her sleep. The doctor said she went peacefully. No pain.
But she was fine. She sounded fine. I was going to visit next month after this project wrapped up. I was finally going to make it out there.
I know, sweetheart. I know.
I can't believe I wasn't there. She was all alone.
She understood how busy you've been. She was always so proud of you.
She was?
More than you know. Listen, the funeral's on Saturday. Susan's already here helping with arrangements, and Linda's flying in tomorrow.
Saturday. Okay. I'll get a flight out tonight. I just need to figure some things out.
Take your time. Just come when you're ready. And, Meredith?
Yeah?
After the funeral, we'll eventually need someone to go through Grandma's house. Decide what to keep, what to donate. I thought, maybe...
You want me to do it?
Only if you're up for it. It might give you some time to process everything. That house meant a lot to her. To all of us.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Thank you, honey. It'll be good for you to spend time there. In a way, it's like being with her again.
In the house where she lived for 60 years, surrounded by all of her things, but without her there.
She left pieces of herself in everything she touched, Mare. You'll feel it when you're there.
Interesting way to present it, the opening.
The funeral was quiet. We shared stories, shed tears, promised to keep her memory alive. And now, here I am. Standing on the porch of Grandma Peggy's house, key in hand, facing the pieces she left behind.
Okay. Whoop. Wait a second. Just loading in. Oh. Okay, we got a light. Oh, we do have a night light in our hand too. Oh. So we're just literally just going to be looking around Grandma Peggy's house, yeah? It's photos. Page control. E-read text. There is no text. Oh. So something's been flipped around. Okay. Living room 1 of 11. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, well, don't be rude. Close the doors. Ooh.
Great-grandmother raised 2 children alone while saving for the future. Grandmother always said her mother's strength was passed down to her.
Stamps? Hmm. Okay, we got some reading there to do. I shouldn't just run away from all the reading, but I want to have a look around. Oh, the snake plant too. Very nice. Big screen TV. 60 years she lived here? My gosh. Pristine. Okay, let's go read the note. I must say it's nice having the narrated, having to read all the text. And the narration, I must say. Very nice so far. It's got Meredith's voice and, yeah. Alrighty, read text please. Oh no, she doesn't read it. I do have to read it. Oh. Okay, April 3rd, 1945, to my beloved Helen. It's been almost a month since I received your letter. Mail delivery is much delayed. We are in the midst of operations near. I can't say more in detail, but the situation is very urgent. Last, our ship was attacked by... Fortunately, I'm fine, but some friends weren't so lucky. Thompson was evacuated too. And Rogers... No, let's end that topic. Seeing Peggy's new photo you sent, she's really grown a lot. Already in first grade, how much I'm missing. I had a nightmare last night. I keep thinking about what happened at... Sometimes I wonder when this war will end, but whenever I look at your photo I gain strength. I endure thinking of returning to you and the children. Please wait a little longer. When everything is over, we will be together again. Let's never part after that. With eternal love, James. Okay. Oh. Would you look at that? Our heroes return home. Monday, 18th... Monday, March 18, 1946 by Robert J. Fraser. Staff reporter, New Bedford. Finally, our brave soldiers are returning home from across the sea, escaping the nightmare of war. Last Saturday, New Bedford Harbour was filled with excited families and proud citizens as Navy veterans arrived home from the Pacific Front. The entire port bustled with a grand welcome celebration. Patriotic music from local school bands echoed through the streets, while children waved small American flags to greet returning fathers, brothers, and uncles. Many families had waited more than 3 years for this long-awaited reunion. It was a particularly joyous day for the Wilson family. James Wilson, a skilled shipyard worker, drafted into the Navy in 1943, served as a mechanic aboard the USS Intrepid aircraft carrier. His wife, Helen, and their 2 young children welcomed him back with smiles and tears. "I'm so grateful my husband has returned safely," said Helen Wilson, her eyes brimming with tears. The children fell asleep every night kissing their father's photo. According to the city officials, more soldiers will be returning home in the coming weeks. The city is preparing job fairs and support programs to help all returning veterans adjust to civilian life. Wow. Okay. Snake plant. Toilet. A bathroom with no mirror, hey? Nice little suburban neighbourhood out there. A don't think we're looking for anything in the bathroom, hey? So looky, look. There's notes everywhere, hey? Old typewriter. Ooh.
Documents from when grandmother returned to the workplace after 10 years. She got a job at a local medical center with the help of her neighbor Sarah. This reemployment meant more than just a job to grandmother. It was an opportunity to take responsibility for the family's livelihood while rediscovering her identity and independence.
That's really just it. I don't have to read anything. Okay. I said there's 7 in this room. Oh! Grandma Peggy! You were ready for burglars, weren't you? Computer. Hey, another book.
Grandfather's darkest period. After the business failure, he began to rely on alcohol. But eventually, he chose the path of recovery for his family. Grandfather didn't talk much about this experience, but he cherished this memorial coin throughout his life. Evidence of overcoming life's most difficult challenge.
Okay. Okay, there's this note.
Grandmother and grandfather decided to receive counseling to save their marriage. It was quite a progressive choice at that time. Grandmother said this period was the most difficult but most growth-oriented time in their marriage. They learned that true relationships become stronger when overcoming difficulties together.
It's just one of 12 pages of diary. Peggy's diary, March 15th, 1976. It's been 2 weeks since Bill moved out. The house feels so empty without him, despite the children's filling it with noise. Robert has been acting out at school. His teacher called again today. He got into another fight during recess. When I asked him about it, he just shrugged and went to his room. Susan asked when is Daddy coming home. I don't have an answer for her. The meeting with Dr. Hoffman went as well as he could be expected. Bill barely spoke when he showed up, that's something. The doctor suggested we keep a journal of our feelings. Bill looked like he'd rather build a house with his bare hands than write about feelings, but he nodded anyway. Sarah stopped by with a casserole and watched the kids while I cried in the kitchen. I don't know what I'd do without her. She's the only one who doesn't judge either of us. Okay. This is the playroom, yeah? What else is there to read? I can't get behind the couch. Maybe other stuff pops up later? Alright. Like that. Can't grab the gun. Can't turn the computer on. Oh, we can crouch. Here we go. What got here? Butane gas. No. Other stuff might pop up later. There's only 3 things in here. So, do I need to look at these cupboards? Aha. So... search time. Living room, another picture. Okay, alright. Is there more drawers over here I didn't look at?
This photo was in great-grandfather's pocket when his ship was attacked during the war. Grandmother said this photo was like a talisman that brought him back home.
I really dig the artwork, hey? I really think that's cool. So, kudos to whoever's creating that. At PULSUSBYTE Studios, well done.
Even in grandmother's young mind, she could see her father was exhausted.
Dad came home, I was shy, I was smiling, Dad looks tired. Ooh.
Great-grandfather James's military trunk. He served in the Pacific Front from 1943 to 1946. Grandma said that as a child, this trunk symbolized her father's absence.
Okay, so we can look at trunks as well, huh? We look in these two? The hero's return. Oh, no. Oh, hang on. Let's stand up and read it. It's better. Reading it through the drawer. Oh no, I did read this one. Yep. All good. Yep, they're all good. I think we've looked at everything here. There's nothing on this table here. Might have to go outside. Oh. Put that bloody light on the whole time. That's all good. Okay, we're not looking at shoes, are we? Ooh. Burning up Grandma's power bill. Really nice place. Grandma. Side.
College education, especially for a professional career, wasn't an easy choice for women at that time. But grandmother was determined to follow her path and succeeded in gaining her parents' support.
Boston College of Nursing, excellent in nursing education since 1920. 2025 at Beacon Street, Boston, Massachusetts 02135, telephone contact 2876 April 15, 1958. Miss Margaret Wilson, 27 Maple Avenue, New Bedford, Massachusetts 01730. Dear Miss Wilson, I am pleased to inform you the results of your application to Boston College of Nursing. The admissions committee has carefully reviewed your application and is pleased to grant you admission for the fall semester of 1958. Your excellent academic record, especially your outstanding achievements in science subjects and your volunteer experience at the local hospital, made a deep impression on the committee. Your essay also showed genuine passion and dedication to the medical field. In addition, we are pleased to offer you a partial scholarship covering 25% of annual tuition in recognition of outstanding grades and potential. This scholarship is renewable annually based on academic achievement. To confirm your enrolling, please return the enclosed acceptance form and a $50 tuition deposit by May 15. Information about the freshman orientation to be held in June will also be sent to you. We welcome you, Miss Wilson, to our Boston College of Nursing community. We look forward to being part of your nursing journey. And all the other people signing off dormitory application. Alright. Oh, jeez. That was a bit... Oh man, we've got some cupboards to look through. No, we already did that one. Nothing in the oven, thank God. No, you close. Sensitive. Oh, there is a note there. April 15, 1958, dear Meredith. I want to take a moment to say how proud I am of you for chasing your dreams. It takes courage and determination to follow the path you believe in, and you've shown in everything you've done. Dad will be proud too, even if he doesn't always know how to express it. Please know that we're both behind you, cheering you on every step of the way with all my love. Okay. Nice food assets. Yeah, I've got some pizza in the fridge too. Hey, what are we looking at here? Oh no, it's just closing the door, is it? Okay, there's nothing there. Okay, next round. More food. Very annoying, but it's got to be done. Two in the kitchen? Oh, the top cupboards. Idiot. Can't even see up in there anyway. Oh, there we go. Why I must become a nurse, my woman's professional calling, Margaret Wilson, Bedford High School, 15 Netherlands. Is this her essay? Society presents women with only one path, that of wife and mother. Mr. Smith suggested I take courses more suitable for marriage preparation than nursing, but I wish to challenge this limited perspective. I will speak about a woman's professional calling, particularly my dream of becoming a nurse. First, I question is the assumption that family and career are mutually exclusive. The idea that a woman cannot have a meaningful career while raising a family is a waste of human potential. My mother contributed to the community while raising 2 children during my father's absence in the war. Her strength and adaptability prove that these skills are valuable beyond the home. The nursing profession is not simply a job suitable for women, it requires professional knowledge, scientific understanding and critical thinking. Florence Nightingale shows that nursing is not just a woman's natural caregiving instinct, but a professional field requiring rigorous education and training. My personal motivation to become a nurse runs deeper. After my father returned from war, I witnessed his invisible wounds and the difficulty our entire family faced. I've thought countless times about how I could have helped if I had medical knowledge. This is my calling, learning to treat not only physical wounds but also mental suffering. Additionally, the nursing profession provides women with economic independence in a changing world. Economics predict that women's labour participation will increase in the future. As a nurse, I will be economically self-sufficient and able to support my family in any situation. What year was this again? 1957, my gosh. Of course, you're much more self-sufficient. Current social notions about the proper place for women are not historically fixed. During World War II, women like Rosie the Riveter worked in factories. Now we live in the space age, in this era of advancing science and medicine. Limiting women's intellectual abilities is a waste of national resources. I don't know who Rosie the Riveter is. I'll have to Google that later. In conclusion, I believe my decision to become a nurse is not just a career choice, but a calling. I want to alleviate patients' suffering, practice medical knowledge, and contribute meaningfully to society. Despite the limitations women face today, I hope the future will bring more possibilities, and I want to be part of creating that future. Okay, we got 3 in the kitchen. I can only assume, like I said, there's got to be more popping in later. I guess we'll go down now. Alright. What's in the oldie basement? Crib. Totally not scary. Oh no!
These are the official documents showing the start of Grandfather's Carter woodworking business. He started with small remodeling jobs, but soon took on bigger projects. Grandfather's craftsmanship began to spread by word of mouth, and the business gradually grew. His motto, built for families, built to last, is still at the core of our family business today.
Awesome.
Sarah was grandmother's neighbor and best friend. She was especially a mental support when grandmother struggled with postpartum depression. These letters must be somewhere else.
Will we get to see them in the demo? Peggy's wedding notes to-do list. Dress fitting. Ask mum to come. Church reserved. December 22. Bill talk to father. Find someone for music. Possibly Julie's cousin. Finalise the dinner menu. Hair appointment. Budget rough. Dress 45. Flowers 18. Cake 12.50. Music. Don't know. Invitations 30 for 6 people. Extra for surprises $10. Colour ideas: pastel blue for bridesmaids' dresses. Cream for flowers, tablecloth. Soft and wintry matches candlelight. Oh, that was a hard one to... Hey.
The small business grandfather started has now become a company led by my father. Grandfather's philosophy of built for families, built to last, is still at the core of our family business.
Mm-hmm. It's just all notes that I'm reading, isn't it? It's not... There's that one box I could pick up upstairs. And that was it. Uh-huh. The crib. That'd be a scary game asset. But not in this.
Grandmother always proudly said her wedding dress was decorated with her mother's lace.
That's a nice picture. Get that captured for a real wedding. Have someone recreate that. Would be cool. Attic stuff in the basement. Oh, another note. Residential lease agreement, date February 20, 1963. Landlord Harold T. Morrison. Tenant William Carter and Margaret Carter. Property address. Apartment 2B, 111 Sycamore Street. Lease time 12 months, March 1, 1963. February 28, 1964. Monthly rent 85. Oh, God. Monthly rent $85? Wow. Okay, security deposit $150, payment due 1st of each month. Utilities included water, gas, electricity paid by tenant. Occupants 2 adults. Note, tenant agrees to maintain the property in good condition. No pets without written permission. Minor modifications allowed with landlord approval. Repairs to kitchen sink and heater completed prior to move-in. Signatures. Right. I think my grandma just had these notes strewn across the place. What's this picture of?
Grandmother's nursing degree diploma and first employment-related documents. She worked so hard to achieve her dream, but eventually had to quit for Robert's birth.
Aww. Hoping there'd be some photos there to look at. Is this a box I can touch? No? Inspect? There was a note on the...
It
picture.
says, "Our first meal." I heard that in Grandmother's diary. She wrote, "Terrible, but full of love." Grandfather noted, "Messed up. We'll do better next time."
I was going to say, it looks like a plate of spaghetti. Okay. Oh, we got all 8.
During nursing practice, a man who injured his hand at a construction site was brought to the emergency room. He didn't talk much, but his eyes looked honest. After the treatment, he looked at my name tag and asked, "I read Margaret, but does everyone call you Peggy?" 2 weeks later, I went to my friend Julie's housewarming party, and he was there, installing kitchen cabinets. William Carter. Everyone called him Bill. He was quiet, but really good with his hands. That evening, I accepted his first date request. I liked his honesty. On my nursing college graduation day, Bill gave me a small wooden box he had made. When I opened it, it was a special case for my nursing badge. "I'm proud of your achievement," he said. He didn't talk much, but that's how he expressed himself. I was so happy when I got a job at Massachusetts General Hospital. I still remember the day I received my first salary. Opening the envelope, I thought, this is the fruit of my labor, the reward for my own work. How good that feeling was. Bill's proposal was so like him. We went on a weekend trip to Cape Cod, and while walking on the beach, he suddenly stopped, took a small wooden box from his pocket, and without a word, just opened it and asked, "Will you marry me?" It was a beautiful moment. When I became pregnant with Robert, quitting the hospital was a difficult decision. But at that time, it was the expected thing to do. It felt like losing my identity as a nurse. But having a child was a new kind of adventure, and I thought it would be okay with Bill. After Robert was born, everything changed. I thought I should be overflowing with joy, but strangely, sadness washed over me. The feeling that you could reach out, but nothing would be there. Everything seemed to be in a fog. Every time the baby cried, my heart seemed to stop. I asked myself, why am I such an inadequate mother? Other women didn't seem to feel this way. Bill tried to understand, but I didn't know how to explain. I don't know how I would have endured that time without Sarah. One day she knocked on the door, came in, and suggested having a cup of tea while we talked. She told me it wasn't my fault, that many women experience this. Later, Sarah introduced me to other young mothers. We shared our pain and fears. Our condition didn't even have a name, just called postpartum blues. But just being together was healing. When Susan was born, things were very different. I knew how to ask for the help I needed, and I knew things would get better. And that summer, we all gathered around the TV to watch Neil Armstrong land on the moon. Robert was 4, and Susan was a newborn. I felt the world was changing in a better direction.
Ooh, so when you collect all the items in an area, you get a full-on story. Okay, I'll stop wasting the power. This is the demo version. Oh, so we can't go outside in demo version. Right, okay, that's good, that's good. I thought we could get outside here though. Before? Wasn't this door available? Oh, this... that door is the toilet. Okay. So we got the basement. I'm curious what we've missed in here. Unless it's a particular book. Is it an actual particular book we need to look at? We had a look in here, didn't we? Yeah. We've seen here. No, okay, upstairs it is. Oh. What the? Can I walk the streets?
I need to organize her belongings before I go.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just thought there might have been a note outside. Let's just see if it's allowing me. Oh, it is. No, this is the demo version. Alright, I'll stop trying to be a annoying demo player. I was surprised that the front door opened. But yeah, let's close that for now. Alright. Oh, this is the demo version. We can't go upstairs. So we do need more items in here. What are we looking for? Oh, there's all these drawers over here. Oh gosh. Oh, here we go. December 3rd, 1956. Dad had another nightmare today. Mum seemed to not know what to do, neither did I. If I could only treat Dad's war memories. Someone needs to understand and help these wounds. Okay. So there's 3 more still in here. Did I do these drawers? No. Uh-huh.
An iconic Cold War pamphlet. It taught students how to duck and cover under desks during a nuclear attack. Seems absurd now, but it was considered...
Oh, sorry.
An iconic Cold War pamphlet. It taught students how to duck and cover under desks during a nuclear attack. Seems absurd now, but it was considered a serious survival strategy at the time.
Apologies there, I was just trying to straighten it out. Be smart. But he has his shelter on his back. You must learn to find shelter. Oh, gosh. Like I told you, just got to hit the ground and cover your eyes and ears to hope that, yeah, there's not everything's going to explode in your head. Anyway, 2 more to find. They have to be here, yeah? No. Oh. Crapola. Oh, here it is. I didn't see this one. TV family viewing rules. Viewing time weekends 7 to 9 p.m. Weekends 2 to 5 p.m. Only after homework and chores. Program choice. Parents choose first. Kids take turns. Peggy Tuesday. Tommy Thursday. Penny Friday. Wow. Okay. News findings. Sorry. Evening news. Viewed without interruption. All family members are encouraged to watch, discuss questions, encourage awareness of world events. I suppose this is back when people, the whole family only had one TV. Not everyone had access to all the media, so yeah. TV etiquette, minimise conversation during TV viewing. Exchange opinions during commercial breaks, no disrupting or mocking programs others are watching. Food allowed on special occasions. Content parents may change in appropriate programs. No complaints allowed, no violent or sensational content for kids. All family members confirm they have read and understood these rules and they've all signed it. Very good. I have one more thing to find. In here anyway. I'm curious what I missed. Is there a message on the table? Oh, hang on, I didn't open up these ones, eh? Yeah, there we go. Oh, shite. Really? It's not in the one, haven't it? No, nothing over here. Oh dear. There's nothing hiding behind here. One more in the kitchen. You look through all these, yeah. Is this a note? I don't think I saw this one. June 10, 1958. I graduated high school. My decision to go to Boston is firm. No matter what people say, I will become a nurse. Alright. Oh, here we go. Sequence.
High school was confusing. On the surface, it seemed like a perfect era. Neat uniforms, polite behavior, but underneath lurked anxiety and constraints. We did nuclear attack drills at school. Duck and cover. As if hiding under a desk could save us from an atomic bomb. Ironically, we never talked about our real fears. As upperclassmen, teachers began advising female students on appropriate career paths. Secretary, teacher, nurse. Of course, marriage was the ultimate goal. Mr. Smith told me, "Margaret, you ask too many questions. Men don't like women like that." One night, Dad had a particularly severe nightmare. His painful cries woke the whole family. Mom tried to calm him, but no one really knew how to help. Doctors just labeled it war neurosis. That night, I decided to become a nurse. Not simply because it was a suitable job for women, but because I wanted to learn how to understand and truly help people in pain, especially those with invisible wounds, like my father. When filling out college applications, my parents were worried, especially my grandparents opposed, saying, "Why does a woman need so much education?" Dad didn't say anything. But one day, he came into my room and quietly said, "Do what you want. You can do it." When writing my nursing essay, I put everything in my heart that women can do valuable work outside the home, that nursing is not simply caregiving, but a field requiring professional knowledge and skills, and above all, about my personal calling. I'll never forget the day I received my acceptance letter. When I took that thick envelope from the mailbox, my heart felt like it would burst. I ran to Mom in the kitchen to show her. She was happy, but teary-eyed. She said, "I'm proud that you're my daughter." That summer was a time of change. We were always seeing a new world on TV. Civil rights movement, scientific advancements. The world was changing, and so was I. Before leaving school, I met with other girls who wanted to become nurses, and we all agreed this wasn't just a job, but a calling. As I prepared to leave for Boston in September, I felt this change wasn't just mine. Many women of our generation were seeking new possibilities. We didn't know it then, but we were becoming part of history.
Alright. We've got all the kitchen. Thank you. Now, we need to find the rest in here. I'm not looking at shoes, are we? No. I'm assuming we've got to get these last two stories. I really did look at everything, didn't I? Yeah, we got that photo. 9 of 11. Yeah. Yeah. Is there some drawers here? There's nothing in between here. So it's that tricky one that... We're just looking at the ship, are we? No?
Great-grandfather served in the Navy during World War II.
Missed one.
Grandmother told me she had a ritual of kissing her father's photo every night during her childhood.
1926 when Dad came home. Did we read this one? Oh no, we didn't. Didn't we? Oh, sorry, because I saw the blacked out pieces. Pardon me. July 15th, 1944, to my dear Helen and children. I received your package today. The cookies have already been shared with my colleagues. I also received Peggy's drawing. I put it up next to my bed. The weather here in something is very hot and humid. Sweat flows all day. The ship continues to move forward. I heard we shot down several Japanese planes at something last week. Our ship is on a something mission. Work in the engine room is hard, but I'm getting used to it. At night, I sometimes have trouble sleeping due to the explosion sounds that can be heard as far as something. But don't worry, our ship is sturdy. My colleagues are excellent. I want to hear more about home. How is the Victory Guard doing? How is Peggy's school life? Could you send more pictures? I'll be back soon. I'll get through each day thinking of you all. With love, James. P.S. Helen, are you saving for the emergency fund? When I return, I'll get a house for our family. Ah, here we go. I missed those two.
The 3 years Father was away at war felt like an eternity. Mom would show me Father's photo every night and say, "Give Daddy a kiss." We could buy groceries with ration cards. Mom saved everything. When socks got holes, she mended them, and she grew vegetables in her small victory garden. She always said, "There's something to be grateful for, even in difficult times." When we heard Father was coming home, Mom cleaned the house all night. We put on new clothes and went to the port. As soldiers got off the ship, at first I couldn't recognize Father. When he stood before us, he seemed strange. Thinner, skin tanned by the sun, a different look in his eyes. Mom ran and hugged him, but I hid behind her. 3 years is like a lifetime to a young child. Even back home, Father was different. He became quiet, startled by loud noises. He had nightmares at night. Once, he threw himself to the floor at the sound of thunder. Mom quickly sent me to my room. Father hardly spoke about the war, but one day, when I secretly opened his trunk, I found that scorched photo. When I dropped it in surprise, Father came in. He didn't get angry, but sat next to me and said, "This photo is the reason I came back alive, to return to you and Mom." For the first time, I saw Father cry. That's when I understood. His body had returned, but part of his mind was still in the war. As time passed, Father gradually got better. He started smiling again, joined family dinners, but he never fully returned to the person he was before. That's what war does. It changes people forever. Later, when I decided to become a nurse, I remembered that look in his eyes. I wanted to help wounded people, whether the wounds were visible or not.
Ooh, I'm digging the, like the mini story you get after checking out everything in the room that'll relate to the same memories that you've checked out. So, very, very interesting. I'm getting some vibes from like the Portrait of a Torn from this, and also the Secret Diary of Edith Finch. Okay, so we have more to look in here. But oh, is this something? Yeah, we looked at this.
Documents from when
3. So there is something in here. There's 4 more things in here. I don't understand. The PC. Did we look in all these drawers? No, we didn't. Really? It's true. You didn't look in the drawers below the TV. Okay, fair enough. Let's do it.
This is the original design for this very house we're in now. Grandfather designed and built it himself for the family. To Grandfather, this house wasn't just a building, but the realization of a dream. Creating a safe space for his family was his greatest pride.
How family home only civil construction document. Okay. That's a bit of reading there. This one first?
This is a record of the most difficult period our family faced. After the business failure, they incurred a lot of debt, and Grandmother had to meticulously plan every expense. Grandmother called this period our family's test. She protected the family by counting every penny. She tried to shield the children from feeling the economic hardship.
Well, this is only 6 too, so there's still one more to find. In the back of the door. We did read this one, didn't we?
Grandmother and...
Yeah, that one's already been read. Maybe this one has to be read first before we can read the last one? Something in the chair? Very confused. Okay, let's read this note.
The 1973 oil crisis shook the entire U.S. economy, especially hitting the construction industry hard. Grandfather's business took a direct hit. The sudden economic crisis overturned all plans. People no longer had the means to build or repair homes, and material prices skyrocketed. Grandfather's business struggled to survive.
I bet you a whole bunch of them struggled, yeah. Bedford Daily Herald oil crisis price surge directly hits local construction industry. Monday, November 22, 1973. By James McCarthy, economic reporter. The sharp price increases caused by Middle Eastern oil-producing countries' restrictions on oil exports are sending shockwaves throughout the local economy. With the construction industry taking a particularly severe hit, the oil crisis that began last week has already driven gasoline prices from 35 cents to over 50 cents per gallon. Okay. Experts predict that if this upward trend continues, the price could reach 65 cents by year end. Material delivery costs nearly doubled overnight, says William Carter of a local construction company. Lumber, drywall and hardware prices are also skyrocketing, threatening the survival of small businesses like ours. According to the Bedford Builders Association, about 40% of local construction projects have been postponed or cancelled in the past month. The rising cost of materials has made it impossible to continue business under existing contract terms. Customers want to proceed with projects, but we can't maintain existing prices. Carter added, we can't work according to the original quotes when material costs have risen by more than 50%. City officials anticipate this crisis might be resolved in the short term and are urging residents to conserve energy. Starting next week, local gas stations will suspend weekend operations and a gasoline rationing system will be introduced. Construction company bankruptcies surge. Recession fears spread. The construction industry downturn is having ripple effects through the local economy. During the last quarter, 12 construction-related businesses in Bedford and surrounding areas filed for bankruptcy, and hundreds of construction workers lost their jobs. This is not a simple economic downturn, but a structural crisis, explained economist Professor Michael Baker. When construction collapses, related industries like furniture, appliances, and interior design also decline at the current rate. We could face serious stagflation next year. Stagflation before? Oh my god. We still got one more thing to pick up here. I don't know what it is. Where are you? You're hiding. It's not in plain sight on me, is it? It's not on the shelf. It's not that box. It's not the typewriter. Why are you not letting me... You looked at this, yeah?
Grandfather.
Yeah. Computer, no. Not the samurai sword. Is it the... Is there nothing here? Oh, here it is. Oh, wow. Okay. I did not see that one.
Evidence of grandfather re-employed as a laborer at Westgate Construction. It hurt his pride at first, but he accepted a new start for his family.
Employment Agreement, Westgate Construction Company Contract Number WC 1977-0321, dated issued March 21, 1977. Employment information, name William Carter. Employment terms, position general labour. Employment type full-time. Start date March 28, 1977. Work hours Monday through Friday, 7 to 4. Subject to site conditions. Base hourly wage $3.10. Probation period 90 days. Additional provisions. Work attire and basic tools will be provided by the company. Employee must comply with all the site safety regulations. 10 mandatory training. Is that what you're trying to say? It's cut off there. It's alright, it's a demo. Reporting to duty under the influence of alcohol is strictly prohibited. Work location, Westgate Redevelopment Centre, site. Signed project sites. Agreement and knowledge are hereby acknowledged that I have read and understood the terms of employment and agree to the conditions stated above. Signature, employee. Okay, that's it. I think we've checked out everything in that one.
In 1973, everything started to fall apart. They called it an energy crisis. At first, it seemed like a distant story only heard on the news. Then one day, Bill came home early, his face pale. Material prices had risen nearly 50% overnight, he said. Customers began canceling contracts, and debts piled up. Bill would punch numbers into the calculator every night, trying to find a way out. But the situation worsened every month. In early 1975, Bill had to lay off his last employees. That night, I found him in the garage, holding a whiskey bottle. For the first time, I saw defeat in his eyes. "I'm sorry, Peggy. I've ruined everything," he said. The situation deteriorated quickly. Bill would come home late or not at all. Smelling of alcohol, the distance between us grew larger. Robert and Susan began asking questions. Why doesn't Dad come home for dinner? Every time I looked at the household accounts, my heart seemed to stop. Mortgage payments, food, school supplies. I was overwhelmed by how to manage it all. So I decided to start working again after 10 years. With Sarah's help, I found work at a local medical center. It was reception at first, but later I could use my nursing skills again. I still remember the joy and fear of receiving my first paycheck. joy that I could support my family, and fear about what it would mean to Bill. A few weeks after I started working, I had a big fight with Bill. When he came home drunk, I said this can't continue, that he had to change, for the children's sake, if nothing else. That night, I mentioned separation for the first time. I saw fear in his eyes. Bill started seeing a counselor with the help of Sarah's husband, Eddie. He resisted at first, but gradually began to stop drinking. Family counseling was really difficult. We all had to learn new ways of speaking and listening. March 15th, 1977, was 1 year since Bill had completely quit drinking. He showed me the 1-year anniversary coin he received from AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. And he said, "Peggy, I couldn't have done this without you and the kids. Even on my worst days, knowing you were there made me want to get better." Bill got a job as a regular laborer. For someone who once ran his own business, it was a matter of great pride to work under someone else. But he went to work dutifully every day to pay off debts and support our family. In the summer of 1978, we took a family vacation for the first time in a long while to Cape Cod Beach. Nothing special, just picnicking on the beach, riding the waves. But our smiles in that photo were real, like peace after a storm. That crisis made us stronger rather than breaking us. Bill and I learned a lot about each other and about ourselves. We realized that marriage is not a union of perfect people, but a journey where imperfect people grow together.
I just want to say once again, the voice narration is just amazing. So good for this. Really, really suits it perfectly. Okay, have we done it? We've searched all the 4 areas, yeah? You want me to leave now?
I need to organize her belongings before I go.
Oh, okay. Was there more to do? Yeah, this is the demo version, I know. But is that all there is to the demo version? There's no more doors to walk through, yeah? Am I going upstairs now? Yeah, this is the demo version. Maybe that's all I can do? Maybe. Because there's nothing in the bathroom to... Oh, there might have been something in the bathroom to look at. I can see these drawers. Oh no, I can't open those drawers. Nope, got some drawers here. No. Oh, we're not. There's definitely nothing to look at in the bathroom, I don't think. We're not going to the bathroom, no. Maybe it saves this point. Maybe do I need to look at this one again? No? No. I think that might be it, people. Yeah, I think that might be it. I might cut it off there, unless I need to close these drawers to make sure it clicks off. No? Kitchen, living room. We've got the basement, we can't go outside. We've got the playroom. And the bathroom has nothing. And there's nothing up here, so yeah. I just want to do a shout out once again to PULSUSBYTE Studios. Oh, PULSUSBYTE, developer and publisher. Very nice looking game. And the premise of it, I guess, yeah, it's just a nice interactive novel in a sense. Okay, yep, that's it. We can just walk out the front. Yeah, I think there was... if you were not reading it as slowly as I was to make sure I could pronunciate everything properly, you might have got through that one a lot quicker than the hour I think we've been playing. But yeah, I guess we'll say goodbye there. Thank you very much for your time, good people. Check out Pieces Left Behind. Once again, the full release is coming up May 16th, so yeah, not too far away at all. Just around the corner. And this was a nice little dabbling taste of what the play sort of sequence is, what you have to do. It is a little bit of a, I don't know, look and find, and then listen to some stories. It's, once again, with great audio narration and supplied by the people over there, so we might get some credits in the full version, but yeah. Anyway, well, that's about it. Appreciate it, and later.